Yo, yo, yo! Welcome to Strangle School. I'm Josh Moody. I got my buddy Mike. Mike, you got a last name, right?
Woods.
Mike's last name is Woods. I think I knew that at one point. We're going to talk about how to transition from the mount to the back control today. Okay? Once you spend enough time terrorizing your opponent with them looking at you, a lot of them start to turn belly down. Once they realize they can't do anything about your mount, they'll be like, ah, take my back. I'll try and defend there. They're not defending there either. We'll strangle them from there. But it's important that you understand how this transition works, because if you're sloppy, you just end up on your back. Okay, you won't end up on their back. You'll end up on your back with them in your guard. Whether I've been trying to armbar Mike, or cross collar choke him, or if this is a street scenario and I'm just reining in the pain, it's very, very common that when human beings are in distress, we turn belly down. If Mike goes to turn belly down, and I'm like, no, and I pinch so tight, and Mike keeps turning belly down, and I stay pinched so tight, you see he tips me over? So if I keep my knees super tight, when Mike starts to turn to his side, my knee ends up inside of my hip, and Mike's laying on it, so I can't realistically get it out. Okay? What needs to happen is as I feel him start to turn, my knees have to slide out a little bit so that he turns independent of me. So I'm not going to give him all the daylight in the world where he can start pushing my knees down and he can start to shrimp and he can start to regard and all that's bad for me. But I am going to go from trying to pop his ovaries to just tight around his belly. And he gets to that position and I get tight again. Okay, and if he keeps bellying down, I'll loosen up a little bit and I get tight again. I'll reach under over, I'll tip to the side. I've got one hook, two hooks. I'm going to hide that hook with a nasty body triangle or your posterior mount or however you're doing it. I'm going to stay tight. I'm going to control his wrist if I can. So the concept here that we're trying to avoid, I call it melting. If I keep a narrow base and Mike pushes me, I fall over. If Mike doesn't even have to push me that hard. If Mike just pushes my shoulder, ugh. If I want to correct that, I need to widen my base. So when Mike goes to push me, go ahead. Oh, snap, I still had the base. Okay? But if I leave those tight, you see that knee comes inside my hip? So in slow motion, as Mike pushes me, you see my hip starts to come outside of my knee, my hip hits the floor. That's the precursor towards my ribs hitting the floor, and my elbow hitting the floor, my shoulder hitting the floor. All bad news for me. So as I start to feel any pressure tipping me in that direction, whether it's from his hand, or when we were bottom of mount, or maybe his shoulder, or when we were bottom of mount, and his body was moving in that direction, that was tipping my hip, I need to spread my knee out a little bit so that my knee never comes inside the line of my hip. I need to keep my knees outside of my hips. Even when my knees are close, I never bring them so close, I never keep them touching and then let my hips start to move. As soon as my hips start moving, my knees have to separate wider than my hips. Okay? I can have one knee in line with my hip, but I can't let that knee be inside of my hip or my hip will hit the floor. So the way we prevent from melting is keep our knees outside of our hips. Problem solved. Easy post. Yeah. See, super wide. He gets guillotined or something. I don't know. I don't know if it was under his chin. Thanks for swinging through Strangle School. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. This time and every time, thank you for being here.